Louisiana Beer Reviews, Special Edition, Bornem Dubbel, Revisited. 8% alcohol, brewed in Belgium, 11.2 ounce bottle, part of the Global Beer Network. Van Steenbergen is the brewer, and they are the people who also produce the famous Pirat beers and the Golden Drak beers. Alright. I've had it before and I liked it before. The Bornem Dubbel gets a good score on Beer Advocate. The bros say it's good. 80 out of 100 on Rate Beer and 81 out of 100 for the style. And a very fine score on the Beer and Me, which would be a B+. I bought this in the 6-pack for $18. It was at Whole Foods Market. So it's about $3 a bottle, but this is a very ultra gourmet beer, so you know it's not Keystone Light, which you can buy a 30-pack for that price, or less, actually less. You buy a 30-pack sometimes for $16.99. Keystone Light. Okay, anyway, looking forward to this. Haven't had it in a good while. Don't see any smoke. It's about 75 degrees, mostly cloudy. We got some rain coming in, and then it's going to get down into the 40s at night and the 60s during the day, which is colder than average for this time of the year, late March. A thin, cream-colored head, and the appearance is brown, just straight-up brown. Okay, there's a little bit of sun. Straight-up brown beer. It's dark, murky. A lot of beers I've been drinking lately are murky, these ales, and it's bubbly. Let's go with the aroma on this Bornem Dubbel. That is some pretty roasted barley malt. I would say medium roasted barley malt, sweetness, darker flutes. I was going to say darker fruits, but I don't know. Maybe I'm picking up fig. There's no fig or fruit in it, though. It's just perception people will get from the combination of their barley malt, hops, water, and yeast, and I think they add candy sugar. Yeah, it's a dark beer, but it doesn't smell too dark or heavy. It just smells medium roasted. Let's go with the flavor. Yeah, I remember now. Same thing, the medium roasted barley malt. Some fruit, definite bread crust. Brown sugar maybe. A light to medium, in between the light and medium mouthfeel. Pretty prickly on the tongue. And a semi-dry, pretty mellow and easygoing, which you may not believe, but it is for 8% alcohol, and a fairly drinkable finish. Now this is going to sound crazy, maybe it'll sound crazy, or maybe it'll sound reasonable, but the flavor reminds me of, initially, and really, the first thing I think of when I'm tasting it is the Heineken Special Dark Lager. Yeah, a lager that's only about 5% alcohol. Excuse me. But that is what it reminds me of in the flavor, because you get, with the Heineken Special Dark, you're getting that medium roasted barley malt, and with this, you're getting that same thing. This is richer and fruitier and more sugary to an extent. It's not greatly more, though. I mean, yeah, you're getting 8% alcohol, so it's going to really knock you a lot stronger. But when you consider that the Heineken Special Dark is $14.49 right now around here for a 12-pack of 12-ounce bottles, and this is $3 for one 11.2-ounce bottle, you have to kind of conclude that the Heineken Special Dark is a better value, a much better value, because this is like marginally better, or it actually is better, you could say, but it's not appreciably better, okay? So for this, you're going to pay a whole lot more for something that's not really better than the Heineken Special Dark Lager. But I'm not, this is a beer review based on what this is, not compared to other beers. I'm just bringing that up because I like to bring out those reference points, or comparison points. 8% is another point of reference, just to bring it up, an odd juxtaposition. Is the same as Natty Daddy and Icehouse Edge, which are much cheaper but not as good for sure. But not to say they don't have their own little place, they do. This is really nice, and I will give it, yeah, it's really flavorful. There is a little bit of a grain husk in the background though. You get that on a lot of these Belgian strong ales. But I'm going to give it an A. I'll say at the minimum A. I'm going to say A minus, although I'm probably lowballing it, but I'll say A minus. It's excellent though, so, and that would be the lowest I would ever dream of giving it, would be an A minus. So if you get a chance to try it, definitely try it, but then of course try that Heineken Special Dark. That's another one that's certainly worth checking out. I was doing a little thing where I wanted to show old relics from history, and I'll show this. I showed an old world atlas last video, and or the video before last, and I showed some other things, a linen pen. Here's a pen, I guess it's a hat pen from the Soviet Union, and I don't know what this says in Cyrillic. It's got a number 3, but it shows St. George killing the dragon, and it's got 4 swords crossed on it. But someone brought this to me from the Soviet Union back around 1991 when it was on its deathbed, and I thought it was interesting. And no, I'm not a communist. I'm not promoting communism, but with all its bad history. But it is neat to get these relics from history, and just like that Napoleon III coin I have. Not that I'm a supporter of the Bonaparte emperors by any stretch of the imagination, but they're neat to have those things. So I'll show you some more stuff if you're interested, if you care to see it. Anyway, Les Bon Temps Roulé, an excellent beer, and I'm going to end this review by saying y'all come on down to generally sunny and warm in this time of the year, spring, southeastern Louisiana.